श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। गुरु ब्रह्मा गुरु विष्णु गुरुदेवो
नमस्कारः।
महेश्वरः गुरु साक्षात् परम ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. இப்போ சந்தியாவந்தனம் நம்ம பார்த்துட்டு வரோம். ஒரு 5 minutesல நம்ம என்ன பார்த்தோம்ங்கறத ஒன்னு டோட்டலா ஓவராலா பார்த்துட்டு then we can slowly move into the something new we can learn today. So just to have a brush up of what we learned initially. See, one gets the Narajanmam, that is human birth, it is very rare as per the Adi Shankara. So let me 1 second, I will try to include the screen also. We will have a brush up in few minutes and then go to some new lessons. So the human birth is very difficult to get. In that Pumsatvam, as a man, in that Vipratvam, that is what Adi Shankara is saying. In that interest in the Vaidika Margam, to learn Vedas, then develop interest in Shastras, then become an expert in that. After that, to do the Atma Vivejana, Atma and Atma Vivejana. So this is what the main what you call the objective of the Vaidika Marga. So in that, after a Brahmin starts, after the Upanenam, he starts doing the Sandhyavandanam. So in the Sandhyavandanam, actually Sandhyavandanam is a Vaidika karma. In that, mainly the Upasanam of the Gayatri Mantra. That is the main objective of doing the Sandhyavandanam. Upasanam of Gayatri. Upasanam of Gayatri is very important because through Gayatri Mantra only one is able to improve the consciousness level. That is very important. Improving of the consciousness level to attain the Brahmajnana. See, the human bodham, the human, the difference between the Paramatma and the Jivatma is that Jivatma is covered with the Ahankaram. That Ahankaram, when the Ahankaram covers the Jivatma, the feeling of I will come, I, my own, that kind of a feeling will come. Along with that, when the feeling of my own will come, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Mohadigal all will come. So to get union with God, that is very important. The objective of human life is to get union with the God. That is called moksha. Why moksha is important? Because it is every human being needs happiness. Every human being, the basic need, whatever we do, whatever way we do, the objective is to get the happiness. So getting happiness because of money, because of position, because of traveling to different places. So whatever work we do, definitely we have to get the happiness, but all the happiness are actually short-lived. So the union with the God is the highest level of happiness. The Anandam Brahme Dipyajanat Anandadhyeva Gallimani Bhutani Jayanti Anandena Jatani Jivanti. So the basic nature of human soul itself is to get the happiness. Highest level of happiness is getting moksha. That is highest to become union with the God. Let me admit somebody. Okay. Okay, so that is the objective of human life. So to get union with the Ishvara, the Vaidika Margam is what the Veda says. In that you will get the material benefit which is favoring the Dharma, not against the Dharma. The main objective is for the moksham or the union with the Ishvara. That is the main objective. For that you have to keep on doing the Dharma. So there are different kind of Dharma which we explain. Varna Dharma, Ashrama Dharma, Samanya Dharma, Varna Dharma, Ashrama Dharma, Varna Ashrama Dharma. So if you keep on doing the dharma, your expansion of mind slowly will happen. The bodham, the conscious level or the bodham will slowly start expanding. It will start breaking the limitation, and finally it will merge with the God. That is called moksha. To know God, once you know God, the I won't be there. It will merge with the Ishvara or the Parabrahman. That is the process of the Vaidika Marga. The main objective of the Vaidika Margam is basically for that. So at the day of Upanayana itself, the objective is very clear. All other dharmas are actually a part of that. But the main objective is to get moksha or union with God. For that only the Veda Adhyayanam, everything we do. And Dharma Anushtana. In that, most important thing is the Sandhya Vandanam. In that Sandhya Vandanam, the most important portion is the Gayatri Mantra Japam. Everything we explained in the last classes, like Gayatri is actually taken from 3 Vedas. Padam Vadan Nadu Tribhye Evadu Vedebhya Padam Vadan Nadudugadu. From 3 Vedas, the Gayatri is taken. So along with that, Om and Bhurbu Swa, the Pranavam is there at the time of Srishti itself. Before Srishti itself, Pranavam was there, the Omkaram was there. Then the 3 Vyagradis, Mahavyagrad, Bhurguvasuvaritiva, Edas, Tishro, Vyagradaya, Tasa, Muhasmaitan, Chaturdhim. Like that it goes. 3 Vyagradis, Bhug, Bhuva, Suvaha. From Bhug, the Srishti of the earth came, Bhuvaha, the Agasham came, and then from Suvaha, the Sarga came. So like that it is being explained. So along with that Om, the Mahavyagradis, Bhurbu Swa is added. Then the Gayatri Mantra. That is how the Gayatri Mantra is chanted. So the chanting of Gayatri Mantra and doing the Gayatri Dhyanam, it is like a meditation. It's the original meditation, not the duplicate meditation of doing some yoga. It's the actual meditation. So getting the mantras meaning in the heart and chanting, that is the highest level of chanting Gayatri. You can chant even loudly, then with the slow sound. Finally, in the mind, Dhyanam is like chanting in the mind and also keeping the mantra meaning in the mind. That is called the Dhyanam. So, doing the Dhyanam with the Gayatri Mantra is the ultimate objective of the Sandhya Vandanam. So, Sandhya Vandanam will take you to different stages. Initially, of just chanting the Gayatri, that will remove your pabas and all. It will improve your concentration level. See, tabas is actually what is tabas? Shastra says tabas is the concentration. It is the one pointness of mind is tabas. One pointness of your indriyas, your karmendriya, jnanendriya, manas, everything will get united together, and the one pointness when comes, it is called tabas. So tabas is the tadhi tabas tadhi tabaha, says the Upanishad. Tabas is the one of the highest dharma. Even there are portions which say tabas is the highest dharma. Everywhere when ahimsa paramo dharma, like that satyam paramo dharma, like that everything is very important. So in that tabas is actually a highest dharma. So by this Sandhya Vandanam, the Upasanam of Gayatri Mantra, through the Upasanam of Gayatri Mantra, actually we do the Upasanam of Pratyaksha Devam, that is the Savida, that is the Surya. That is why it is called the Mantram of Savida, Sum Prani Prasave, the energy that is there in the every human being. That is called the Suryan, that Suryan's energy is there in all the human beings. So we just pray to that Suryan, the ultimate source, and we are a part of that source. So in the middle of that Surya Mandalam, the energy, actual energy is there. That is the Parabrahma Chaitanya. So that Parabrahma Chaitanya, to that Parabrahma Chaitanya only we are praying. So this is the nutshell what we do in the Sandhyavandanam. So Sandhyavandanam is a Nitya Karma, Nityam Naimittikam, Kamyam, then the Prayachitam. Like that, 4 different kind of karmas are there. In that, Sandhyavandanam means a Vaidiya karma through which you do the Upasanam of the Parabrahmam through the Gayatri Mantra. So since it's a Nitya karma, if you do it, there is no direct bhalam for that, but still Rishayo Dirga Sandhitva Dirgayishyam Apsyase. They all got the Dirgayis. Then they Varchas, everything they got as the byproduct of that. So Sandhyavandanam, though the aim is just to do the karma, actually it removes the Paba. Everyday Paba will be removed in Sandhyavandanam. That is one of the technical result of Sandhyavandanam. Because initially you do the mantram of water. See, 3 in Sandhyavandanam, the mantras of Jalam is coming. Then you do pranayam to control your Vayu. Then the Agni, that mantram of Suryan is coming. So Vadapitta Kabham is getting balanced when you do the Sandhyavandanam. That is the what you call the basic result of the Sandhyavandanam. But the ultimate result is the Gayatri Upasanam. So before doing that, you are removing all your Pabas with the Abhavishta mantras. Then in the morning, Suryashtamamanyashtamanya padayashtamanya kritebhya avebhyo rakshanda yadratriya pavamagarisham anasavajagasthabhyam padhyam udarena shishna yatristata valumbadu. So every day, all the pavas you do in the night will be removed when you chant that mantra and take the ahuti of that mantra. Actually, there is a Agni inside you. Aham Vaishwanaro Bhutva. There is a Vaishwanara Agni, that is Brahman itself. So you are just drinking, by saying the mantra, you are drinking the water. So that will remove, that will make the mantra power will take away all the pabas which you have done every day night. Then again in the evening, you will drink the water with same mantra with little difference to remove the pabas in the daytime. Then in the afternoon, Ava Punandu Pradavim Buddha Punadamam, saying that Punandu Brahmanas Padar Brahma Buddha Punad Educhistam Abojam Edwa Duschidam Mama. Uchistam you have eaten, the things which you are supposed not to eat. Uchistam Abojam. Ed Uchistam, Ed Abojam, Edwa Duschidam Mama. Think something, doing something, telling lies, dealing with people in different ways, keeping something in mind and engaging in another attitude, showing one attitude outside, keeping a different attitude inside. This is what most people do nowadays, right? So that is called the Duscharidam, Yadva Duscharidam Mama. Sarvam Punandu Bhamavo Asadanja Pradigraham. The Pradigrahas you get, the Dhanam you get, or anything you get, not in the, we can't say Dhanam because those who are working nowadays, whatever the money they earned, if it is not in the proper way, it is only the Asadanja Pradigraha. We can equate it like that. So the money you earned in the adharmic way. So the pabam coming, that is the biggest power. The money, the pabam, the most powerful pava is the pava you got through dravyam, got through money. So anything you earned in the adharmic way will give you so too high level of power. Maybe when the power increases, immediately the diseases, everything will come and will be put into the hospital. Such a kind stage will also come. Many people are facing that. Even the corona is the result of that only. This is the result of that only. Because when the dharma goes down, the Ishvara will react. So more or less it is the reaction of Ishvara only. So Asadanja Pradigraha. So by drinking this water, all these kind of what you call pabas will be removed. See, pabas also every day I do some pabam and drink water means all pabas will not be removed. Only not purposefully, or maybe you somehow you became a part of that unknowingly, or some kind of situations have made you to do some kind of pabam, that only will be removed by this. Purposefully doing pabam and then, okay, I will do pabam today and tomorrow, or maybe night I will drink water. Don't take it in that way. That won't be removed. So these three. So what happens when the paba will be removed? The papapitta kabham in the mind will get balanced. Every disease is because of the imbalance of the vada pitta kabham. Purva janma kridam bhavam vyadharubena jayade. How the vyadis of purva janma will come? See, there are many kind of diseases due to purva janmam pabam. Maybe also the what you call the way in which we live in this janma also. Maybe getting late up in the morning, eating whatever is not required, or the rajasic and tamasic food, all will bring diseases when you reach some 40, 45 and all. Other than that, purva janma pabam will also come in this janma. Maybe when technically saying seventh janma, the disease will come out like that. This has been explained in a very minute way. Whatever it be, the paba happens because of the disease happens because of the imbalance in the vada pitta kabha. So even if you analyze the Maharnava, there are 500 pariharams in the Maharnava that is caused due to different diseases, due to different pabas. Even that author of the Maharnava says which pabam have brought which disease. So every day when you do Sandhya Vandanam, to certain extent the Vadapitta Kabam imbalance will be that will be removed. So that will remove the daily pabas. Small kind of pabas all will go. So that is one of the main purpose of the Sandhya Vandanam. So the two important, if you divide Sandhya Vandanam into two, one is the removal of pabas to make your intellect and mind pure. Then doing the Gayatri Anushtana. So what are the main, see every, as I said, every Vaidya karma is having the Pradhanam, Angam, Apradhanam. So in the Sandhya Vandanam, the Pradhana karmas are the Arkhya Pradhanam, then the Gayatri Javam, then the Upasthanam. Gayatri Javam again we can divide into two, the Avahanam, because Avahanam is very important. You cannot do these things as you like. This is a very technical thing. So whatever the Sango Bangama Sandhyavandanam Pananam அப்படினு இருக்கு. So na Gayatri மாத்திரமா ஜெபிச்சு அர்க்கியம் விட்டு விடுறேன், அதெல்லாம் maybe in the emergency time it may work out, but it won't be daily activity. நான் கோவில்ல போய் பிரதட்சணம் வச்சுட்டே இருக்கேன், காயத்ரி ஜெபிக்கிறேன், that's not, that are all the not right way. It should be done as it is prescribed by our maharshis, as it's a Vaidya karma. So அது வந்து that Arkhya Pradhanam, Gayatri Avahanam, Gayatri Jabam, Upasthanam. These are the four Pradhanams. Three Pradhanams. In that, Gayatri Jabam again can be split into two, Avahanam and Jabam, because Avahanam is very important. Without Avahanam, you are not supposed to do the Gayatri Jabam. So Avahanam is also Pradhanam. Pradhanam is lost, you won't get the result for the karma. That is why it is called Pradhanam. So these are the four Pradhanams of this. In that, what we have seen in the last classes are when it is the Sandhya Kalam. So Sandhya Kalam is the time just 45 minutes before the Udayam. Before the sunrise, around 45 minutes is the Sandhya Kalam. 2 Nanigas, 45 minutes before the sunrise is the Sandhya Kalam. So in the evening also 45 minutes before the sunset. In the afternoon when the sun comes straight, that is around 12 o'clock. Before 12 o'clock, that 45 minutes is the Pradhana Kala. So you have to give in the morning. So let us coming technically into the subject. The Sandhya Vandanam should be performed on every day without any break. Sujirvavi, Ashijirvavi, Kale Sandhya Samajare. Even if you have any taint due to death or birth, still you are supposed to do the Sandhya Vandanam, but only with the Gayatri, 10 number of Gayatris and the other jabas. Should not elaborate the Gayatri Jabam, but still you have to do the Sandhya Vandanam. So there is no time when you are not supposed to do Sandhya Vandanam. And even without doing Sandhya, if you do anything, you won't get the result for the karma. If you don't do Sandhya Vandanam, you will remain as impure. So Sarva Karma Anarhasu. So those who didn't do Sandhya Vandanam, they don't have the eligibility to do any karmas. So any Vaidya karma, anything you do, you should perform Sandhya Vandanam and then only start. That is also very important. Then the timings of Sandhya. So I explained about the Sandhya Kalam. One is the morning Sandhya, 45 minutes before the sunrise. Afternoon, maybe 12 o'clock, maybe we can say from 11:15 to 12. If the 12 is the time when the sun comes straight. Then in the evening, 45 minutes before the sunset. So these are the Pradhana Kalam of Sandhya. So if you are doing Sandhya Vandanam at this time, it is very, very good. In the morning, again, you have to give the Arkhyam, everything before the sunrise, and you have to do the Gayatri Jabam, and when after the Udayam happens, you have to do the Upasthana. This is how you have to do in the morning. This is the best way of doing Sandhya Vandanam in the morning. But still, after Udayam, around 2 hours is given as the Gauna Kalam. So you don't have to worry. There is Pradhana Kalam, Gauna Kalam, Avat Kalam. Like that, 3 periods are well explained. So after 2.5 hours, the Gauna Kalam will start. Till 2.5 hours, it is Gauna Kalam. After 2.5 hours, again it is the Avat Kalam. So in Avat Kalam also you can do so. You have to do at any cost. But Sujirvabi, Ashujirvabi, Kale Sandhya Samajaret. If you do at the right time, it has got more power. So try to stick to time as much as possible. But still, don't have to worry if the timing you have crossed. So till Madhyanigam, you can do the Pradha Sandhya. Till evening, you can do the evening Sandhya, Madhyanigam. And like night till 10 o'clock, maybe at the till the first yamam completes, not the 10 o'clock. From the Astamanam, 3 hours is one yamam. So if Astamanam happens, the sunset happens at 6:30, take 3 hours till 9:30. So till 9:30, you can do the Sayam Sandhya. And if you miss it in the morning, you can do together in the afternoon. After doing the Madhyanigam, you can do the Pradha Sandhya. The evening also, you can do the evening Sandhya, and then you have to do the Madhyanigam. So like that, you should not miss it at any cost. Even at the travel, if you cannot have the time to, or maybe have the situation to sit somewhere and do Sandhya Vandanam, maybe in the train, in the bus, or in the mid of travel and all, there is no other way. You can chant the mantras by heart. But still you have to do Sandhya Vandanam, because that is the most important part of the Brahmanya. That also we have explained. And again, even if you can't do the Sandhya Vandanam for one day, there are some pariharam. So we will start from that point, today's class. So let us see how the pariharams and all been said. If you don't perform Sandhya Vandanam for one day, completely if you cannot do, then you have to do the Abhojanam. You have to keep the fast for one day. Sandhyadi nitya lobedu dinamega abhojanam. If you don't perform Sandhya for one day, you have to keep abhojanam. You have to keep fast for a day. Dinadvaje triyatrasyad. If you don't do Sandhya Vandanam for 2 days, you have to keep fast for 3 days. That is what Shastra says. Kritsartham tu dinatraye. Kritsartham tu dinatraye. Artha kritsram you have to do. If you don't perform Sandhya for 3 days, you have to perform the Artha Kritsram. There is a thing called Kritsram that also little bit I will explain, because Kritsram means if you do something with lot of what you call the effort, it is called Kritsram. So there are different kinds of Kritsram, Prajapati Kritsram, then Pipilika Kritsram. Like that, Kritsram means you have to control the food. Prajapati Kritsram means like 15 days from the Paurnami, you should not take food. Complete fast on Paurnami, then slowly take one hand of only one time. Like in one hand, whatever is possible, you have to take one kavalai of food every day. Second day, 2, third day, 3, like that you can increase. Then when it reaches the Amavasi, again you have to make it from 14, 13, 12. It is like that. This is called the Prajapati Kritsram. So like that, different kind of Kritsradharanam is explained. Because Kritsradharanam is required for the purification of the body. Whenever you doesn't perform the Sandhyavandanam, the impurity will come to the body. So to clean that impurity only, this Kritsradharanam is explained. But nobody in this period, nobody is able to do Kritsradharanam. So if you can't do Kritsradharanam, you have to do the Godana. That is what the Shadada Barashi says. So if somebody didn't do Sandhyavandanam for very long time, they want to do Sandhyavandanam means they can do the Pariharam, Kritsradharanam and all. At least if they have good, financially good, they have to, they can do a Godanam, because Godanam is Pariharam for most of the papas. Kritsra Pradinidhim Guryad Gobi Eva Savasahaihi Gavam Abhave Nishkamsya Padartham Padameva Padahinam na Kartavyam Idi Shadadava Bhavi. Like that, Shadadava Rishi has said. So if you have this kind of pavas, you can do the Kritsradharanam. If you can't do Kritsradharanam, you can do a Godana. So I don't have the money for the Godana. Then you are supposed to give Nishkam gold. Nishkam will come around, I think, 1.5 sovereign, something like that. It is around 1.5, around that sovereign of gold you have to do. Even I don't have the money for that. Shadadavari is asking to give half. Again, I don't have the capacity. He is asking to give 1/4. So either the cow or Nishkam gold, or again half the value of the Nishkam, or 1/4 the value of the Nishkam gold. Again, it is not possible. Then he says there is no result for that. You have to somehow make the money and do the Kritsradharanam. So this is how the Kritsradharanam is the part of all Parihara karmas. Even when we do that Rudra Ekadashi and all, the Kritsradharanam will be done. So here also, this Kritsra, if you don't do Sandhya for 3 days, because it is, the Shastra says it is that much serious. So every day, that is why somehow with any difficulty you have to do Sandhya somehow. That is what the Shastra says. So Dinatraye, Kritsrartham tu Dinatraye. So one day if you doesn't do Dinamega Abhodana. If you one day you doesn't do, you have to keep fast for 1 day. 2 days if you don't do Sandhya, fast for 3 days. More than 3 days, Artha Kritsram is as to do. You are supposed to do the Artha Kritsram. So this is how the Shastra says. Then where to do Sandhya? Grihet Eka Guna Siddha. Grihet Eka Gunam Siddha. Goshte Desha Gunas Pradal. If you do the Sandhyavandanam in-house, it is okay. You will get a Gunam. If you give one value to that, Goshte, if you sit in the cow, cow shed and in the Goshtam of cow, Pashu Tolithu, Adala Irindu Pannanaka, you will get the 10 times Bhalam. Shata Sagastriga Nadim. That is why in olden days, the people will go to the river bed and do Sandhyavandanam. So what it says, what we can understand is that if we are able to do Sandhyavandanam in a calm place, maybe the river banks and all, you will get Shata Sagastriga Nadyam, Ananda Vishnu Sannidho. If you do in the temple, here it is said as Vishnu Sannidho. any Mahakshetras, if you go to the tank or the kolam, on the Kshetra Kolathila irundella Sandhyavandanam panni, Jabam pannina, adu romba. So the Nadi and Kshetra ellame join agara mari Sringeri irukku. So there the Sharada Kshetra is there, the river Tungabhadra is flowing. So it's a very what you call romba oru spiritually important place. So like that you can go to such places where the nature plus the other things join together. You can perform, you will get to the. So Grihet Ega Guna Siddha Goshtam Deshani Gunasprada Shata Sagastriga Nadya Ananda Vishnu Sannidho. So this is how this is the place where we have to do the Sandhya Anushtana.